Sunray Remix.
Nataka na talaga ako.
Remix.
Nataka na talaga ako. Nataka na talaga ako.
Reggie Flores Remix. Mini Sound.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Pwede na.
Mic test, 1 2 3. Mic test, 1 2 3. Sinasabi ng pagod na. mga locals niya kakampi. Isa na doon, si JP Eram, who played spectacularly in Game 3. Pero hindi nila natapatan yung kamada nila Justin Brownlee. Ringo was a surprise starter in that game, and there's just so many things that's expected and unexpected that can happen here in Game 4. Glory awaits, keeping in step. Glad to have you with us, John Sulit, together with Coach Norman Black and Dominic Wing. Coach Norman, this has been an incredible series in this game. We know it's going to be an intense one once again.
Yeah, we're expecting Talking Tex or TNT to bounce back tonight and try to get a victory and try to tie up this series. So far, Ginebra has been a step ahead as far as winning basketball games. We're going to see what happens tonight.
Tell me your thoughts on what we've seen so far. Oh, definitely it's been a great series. You look at game number 1 and game number 3 for Barangay Ginebra with good adjustments, but in game number 2 also TNT was able to make that good adjustment. So game number 4, which Coach Norman always knows that game number 4 is pivotal because this is either you go 2-2 or you go 3-1. Coach Norman, it was a 14-point win for Ginebra, pero doon na lang yung sa final few minutes. Lumayo, it was a close game in Game 3.
I think with about 8 minutes to go, a little bit under 9 minutes to go, it was a 1-point game or a tied game. Justin Brownlee hit a 3-point shot at the top of the key, and that opened up the floodgates as far as their 3-point shooting was concerned. They made a lot of 3-point shots in that particular quarter, that fourth quarter, and hey, that led to the victory for Ginebra.
Brownlee in Game 2 had his lowest scoring output in the finals in the PBA. Only 12 points para kay JB from Game 2, but he bounced back big time, Doc. Well, you get spoiled with Justin Brownlee. A 12-point game in Game number 2, which actually was almost a triple-double, and was just not enough for Barangay Ginebra, so he needed to bounce back hard, and he did. 29 points, 11 of 19 from the field, 3 of 5, and his quarter scoring, 9 points in the second, 10 in the third, and 8 in the fourth quarter. It has been said many times that in the finals, in the playoffs, you always need that X factor. It's for Coach Tim Con in Game 3. It was Stanley Pringle who went perfect from the field, Coach Norman.
Yeah, that was a surprise for Ginebra starting Stanley Pringle. TNT was surprised. Pringle came out and did not miss a shot the entire game as he knocked down all of his shots, and that really lifted the Ginebra team to the victory.
It was the biggest, the most number of three-pointers without a miss for a local in the PBA finals. And you're pointing out a number, plus 31.
Plus 31, that's unbelievable. He was really effective on the court.
That left wing was particularly special for Stanley Pringle. And they also had a lot of help in Jamie Malonzo, who is really blossoming into a complete player here, Doc. Well, you gotta love Jamie Malonzo, how he has really embraced his role and really becoming one of the superstars here in the league. Jamie Malonzo, 27 points, right, in that game. 10 rebounds, huge, plus 26. But what was even bigger was he had 12 in the third and 10 in the fourth. That's when really Ginebra made and opened those gates and really made that separation to get game number 3. His energy, his athleticism, just doing all the things right on the court. When you talk about 3 players that had big games, it's already an explanation of how difficult it is to stop that team. But we're not done with Ginebra because Scotty Thompson has had at least a double-double, Coach Norman, in all 3 games. Yung Game 1, triple-double pa nga siya. In Game 3, he had 16 points, 10 boards, 10 assists.
Yeah, you see the plus 26 there again. And this is a quiet outing for Scotty Thompson, but look at the numbers. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 10 assists. He is the point guard now that LA Tornado's out for them. And Scotty's been very consistent, but the thing that's more impressive for me is the fact that he plays almost the entire game.
That's true. He averages about 45 minutes per game here in the finals. And one guy who's also out there on the floor a lot for Ginebra is C-Stan. Christian Stan Harding, I feel, is the most consistent and is probably the best big man right now in the league. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, plus 18 for Christian. And what you like about him is coming off a best player, or rather a MVP of the finals, which he did defensively. Now he's switched on his offense. His motor has just been what has been carrying Barangay Ginebra this entire conference. And he's one of the front runners for best player of the conference. Malalaman natin in a few moments kung kay C-Stan nga ba mapupunta. Pero pag-usapan din natin yung tropa. Ronde Hollis Jefferson has been absolutely incredible. Even though they lost in Game 3, the numbers still show that he had one heck of a game.
And what's amazing is the fact that he is the one guarding Justin Brownlee a lot in the game. So he has to get it done on the defensive end and on the offensive end. You can see how efficient he is. 13 out of 23 from the floor. 10 rebounds, double figures in rebounds, and 32 points. So he's been very consistent so far in the series.
And you know, my Ronde Hollis Jefferson, certainly he will be needed by the tropa here in Game 4. Right around the same numbers in production na ginawa niya naman in Games 1, 2, and 3. But the local support will have to be there. Mikey Williams will be one of the guys na yung mga fans ng TNT aasahang pumutok na naman here in Game 4.
After the first 12 minutes, it was 29-19. Barangay Ginebra leading that game in game number 3. And then in the second quarter, Mikey Williams waxed out. 12 points for Mikey Williams. And that's when they tied the quarter 57 all. You need him to get hot. He needs to be able to get his shots. In the third and the fourth quarter, his shots were not falling. And that's where TNT really struggled, not able to make those shots.
We're almost ready for Game 4. But before that, aawardan muna natin yung best player of the conference and best import. That's when we return. Stay tuned.
Of Carles Mix Club DJs. This is Team Destruction. Basta Team Destruction, campeón.
This is the mix of DJ Romar, the best.
Carles Mix Club DJs.
From Barangay Ginebra San
This is the mix of DJ Romar, the best.
Miguel, Justin Brownlee. forward is Barangay Ginebra's import, number 32. Justin Brownlee! Head guard.
John Ree.
Loving girl trial, loving girl trial,
From Cagayan Valley, number 11, Stanley Pringle! And also a guard from Davao del Sur, number 9.
Expected to probably play 40 minutes.
No, we had that. Ceremonial toss by DILG Secretary Sir Benhur Abalos. We're getting ready for the official one. Ball is game is on for game 4. Well, not just yet. The number 1 3-point shooting team right now in the league in terms of person. Wallace Jefferson silences his. Raucous crowd.
Yes, he has that mid-range shot. Can knock it down from 15 to 18 feet.
This is certainly a matchup that we've enjoyed for 3 games, and
One guy was key as well for TNT in game number 3 was Ploy Era. Got a number of points, number of rebounds. Crucial the plays. And you're hoping that he'll be able to do the same thing.
How about Montalvo immediately contributing?
That's something that he can do. He can knock down three-point shots. He's a good foul shooter. He will pressure the back. Basketball. Actually, if you ask me, I think he's a big part of the team.
The denial mula kay Erap. Station.
Roger Pagoy is ruled out of the conference after completely fracturing his right pinky last Friday. According to Roger, it happened in the third quarter when his pinky clipped the body of Christian Standhardinger. Now, due to the help of adrenaline and a lot of tape, he was still able to get through it last game, but it was after that match kung saan nalalaman kung gaano ba talaga yun kalala. Kahapon, they tried 3 or 4 ways of taping it, but a splint all that, hindi umabra. Grabe daw kasi yung sakit. And at this point, Roger is just waiting for his schedule for surgery because 2 doctors have recommended that already. Back to you guys.
Isa lang yung mga asahan natin that through pain and injuries, as he said, he just manufactures points. Roger Pagoy, through everything, will give us a smile. But not only is he out for this game, Coach Norman, he's out for this series.
That's correct. He's going to be missing. And once again, the imports are picking up one another. That's really great to see that. That's old-time PBA basketball.
Sa fourth quarter na natin nakikita yung import versus import. But these teams know, Dom, how important this game is.
Oh, definitely how important. And you know that Ronde Hollis Jefferson is a guy that wants to be able to deliver at both ends of the floor. He's more than willing to play 48 minutes. We saw that in game number 1 when he only played 45. Then Coach Jolas actually was taking him out, and he didn't want to go out.
Nabitin siya.
Yes.
And I think the feeling is, as an import, if the other import's going to score, he's going to have to do it on me. He's not going to do it against the local. I'll be the one to guard him.
Well, Kim Montalvo relieving some of the scoring load for Ronde Hollis Jefferson. He's knocked down 2 triples already. And this time, you know, earlier, Aram went for the same denial, Dom. Kanina nakalink na siya, pero ngayon natawagan ng foul.
And that's really something. That's the adjustment. So this could be something that they worked on in practice, that they could show. Something different.
On that last play, Coach Norman, we saw Kelly Williams. You know, seized at a difficult time as Hollis Jefferson has given TNT a 10-point lead. He can do it attacking the basket. He can also spot up like that. This timeout is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA, itong TNT Tropang Giga. They're looking to tie the series up. They're off to a strong start.
Soon as the final buzzer rang last Friday, all that he could focus on was what's about to happen tonight. Kung paano daw siya makakatulong in whatever way that he can, because yes, maganda. Naman talagang pakinggan at maganda malaman yung mga ganong numero. But at the end of the day, you don't come into a game wanting a perfect night. You come in to win.
That's an excellent point. Well, Ringo, in Game 3, first quarter pa lang, also a big rejection there.
Ball that Mikey Williams got in game number 3, which he did not agree with.
But this was a spectacular one. Ating move of the game brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Coach Norman Mikey Williams, he has just a very deep bag of moves.
Yeah, we saw all of that in the semifinals against TNT, as he was very destructive in that series with his outside shooting. He has continued that in this series against Ginebra.
Oh, there you go. Wow! You know, Malonzo, he made a name for thumbs, but now his three-point shooting is being put on display. He had 6 of those in Game 3. TNT on the move. RHJ. Nakatake si Brownlee. The kick out. They swing into Montalvo. Hit. Just a little bit short on that layup.
What you notice here in the first quarter is both teams really trying to push that basketball.
Brownlee missing. He hasn't made a basket yet. 0 of 4 from the field as Williams gets sent back. Alonso open court, trying to leave it to Brownlee. And those are the first 2 points of JB.
Quick timeout for TNT.
We've seen this so many times. Ginebra goes on the run, and the crowd gets into it.
That's a 7-2 run right now by Barangay Ginebra in the last 2 minutes. That forces TNT into a timeout.
5-point lead para sa TNT, but Ginebra is knocking on their door.
Before the final series started, I've constantly spoken to Kelly Williams about him returning to action and him wanting help out after getting his calf strain. At aminado si Kelly that he might feel more ready as compared to how the medical team might assess him. Kaya naman daw naiintindihan niya yung desisyon ni Coach Jolas as well as the whole coaching staff why he didn't get to play in the first 3 games. Pero para kay Kelly, wala na lahat yon. Kahit anong gigil niya, kahit anong frustration niya, it doesn't matter right now because tonight he is playing and he will have the opportunity to help out his team. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Denise. So, TNT really missing a big part of their offense in RR Pugoy. Pero ang laking bagay, defensively particularly, na bumalik na si Kelly Williams, Coach Norman.
That ball's going to go out on Ginebra.
And, you know, with Kelly back in the mix, that's another body na pwedeng humarang kay Christian Stan Hardinger.
Well, definitely. When Aram goes out of the game now, Talking Text has somebody to guard Stan Hardinger.
Here's Kelly. He can also contribute on offense.
Remember when TNT won their championship league, when Coach Trot came back, Kelly Williams played a big part in that series.
And he, even at 40 years old, you rarely see guys as si Stan. Hindi lang nakompleto yun, but Alonso was there to mop up the mess. Talking about Kelly Williams, he's still one of the best defenders. You see him give a Jumar Fajardo a difficult time.
Definitely. Plus, he can occasionally knock down that 3-point shot, and he's such a smart guy.
They got a lot of points in that paint, and it really broke down the TNT defense. You can see Brownlee once again not settling for the 3-point shot, instead taking it strong to the basket.
Coach Norman, Justin Brownlee has become the barometer, the standard when it comes to imports. But even then, he's not an import who's 100% in takeover mode. He lets his the game come to him. He lets his teammates get involved. And that's just spectacular of him as well.
Well, speaking as a guy who has been here for 40 years now and been a part of the league, he's one of the best imports ever. I mean, he gets it done when it counts. He's a clutch player. And like you said, he's a team player. He lets his teammates shine also. It's not just him. And that's the reason why he's been so successful.
For those words to come from you.
Yep, right?
Very important. I'm sure JB would smile if he watches the replay of this coverage.
And you know, you talk about his 6 championships, right?
Rowley hammers it home.
And he really made you look good this time, Dobbs.
Wow. I mean, you talk about him coming out big. Remember last conference when they beat Bay Area, game number 7, he had what, over 20 points in the first quarter.
And this time, he has this highlight. Right on top of Glenn Kabut. And
All of a sudden, this is a one-point game.
And this is what you were talking about, Coach Norman. Kapag score yung import on one end, the other feels the responsibility to respond.
This is the time to get it done. I mean, this is the time you want to produce when it's all the marbles, right? We're all on the table right now.
RHJ, you know, that three-point shot is not one of his primary weapons, but it's there. Thompson will head to the free throw line.
Yes, Williams is going to pick up that foul.
Mikey Williams, that's going to be his 3rd foul. And after a strong start from Mikey, where he looked extra aggressive, he'll have to return to the bench.
Yeah, that was not a very good foul there. He is too important to the team for him to reach in like that. The one thing I always found amazing about playing against Ginebra as a player is that no matter how many points the Ginebra team is down, the fans act like it's a tie game.
Close game.
You can be down 20 and the fans, you know, they make you feel like, oh, there's only a one-point game.
And you know, I always say this, that if you're a Ginebra fan, you come to the venue, you want to be able to cheer for your team, right? You want to be able to shout and scream that Ginebra, and that's what they're waiting for.
They already did earlier, but then Ronde Hollis. Jefferson silenced him for a bit. Here comes it.
DJ John Ray Remix.
Never again. Thompson tumatakbo. He's met by RH. Jamie kay Malonzo. Jamie. A blocking foul. All the Glenn Kubutin.
Jefferson is an NBA player. He's a good player. No question about it. That's why he's best import this conference.
11 points right now for RH.
I think with TNT, they really need Jason to really help offensively with the team that they have on the floor right now.
Scotty Thompson. Downtown. Another 3 for Scotty. That's his 2nd. TNT attacking quickly. And Thompson was still back all the way to Guerra.
Going deeper into the rotation as well is Coach George Lastimosa with Manuel Crosser on the floor.
So they keep going under these screens on Scotty Thompson. At some point, they're going to stop doing that if he keeps hitting threes.
Sees that. Oh, miscommunication there. MGR with the steal. Can he finish? Yes, he can. So mukhang pinasok to si MGR specifically to man up on Scotty Thompson and give him a different look. That's true. They haven't had that matchup yet this entire series. Half a minute remaining in the opening quarter of Game 4. It's TNT up by 5. Brownlee against MGR. GB gets rid of the defense. And TNT asking for an offensive foul, not whistled. But they get the ball back. 5 to shoot. Castro. He draws the foul.
Yeah, Jason has to be aggressive offensively with this particular team. And going back to the other end on the defensive end of the court for TNT, one of the reasons Grosser is good is because they can switch everything. Anything with the import, anything with anybody, basically, he can guard everybody on the floor. So it's easier for them to switch defensively.
Well, isa pa kasi yan si Matthew Grosser, who initially entered the league as a defender. He stayed in the league mainly because of that, because he can defend multiple positions. 4.1 seconds remaining. This yung unang free throw ni Jason Castro. They'll have one more.
In the past, I always felt this was the advantage of Justin Brownlee. Normally, you have to sub your import and give him a rest. Tim does not sub Justin Brownlee. He just stays in the game. And a lot of times, that's when they get their momentum to pull away.
Alonso could not beat the buzzer. And the first quarter comes to a close. Even with one important guy out of the mix today in RR Pugoy, TNT Tropang Giga, nakakuha pa rin ng 6-point lead, 29-23 after the first 12 minutes. Inside a big dome para sa Game 4 ng Governor's Cup Finals. In the series, lamang Barangay Ginebra 2-1. TNT here in Game 4 up by 6 as we enter the second quarter. John Sulifo together with Coach Norman Black and Dominic Uy with Denise Tan patrolling the sidelines for us. Ernst Pinto has checked into the game for Coach Tim Cohen.
Well, John, you look at the numbers right now. Barangay Ginebra with 5 turnovers in the first quarter. Only 2 for TNT. TNT scoring 12 points on those turnovers.
That's certainly a department that they enjoyed a lot. Trey continues to struggle as Oftana continues to hurt Ginebra. Bingo! That 3-point shot was brought to you by Bingo Plus. Balik sa 9 points ang laman ng TNT. Brownlee gusto sumagot. Great help defense from Castro, but they're unable to complete the stop.
That's one thing that TNT is good at. They always attack the dribble. If you try to spin move against them, they're always there defensively.
What has worked well for TNT here in this game so far, Coach?
They've limited their turnovers, number one. I think Dom just mentioned that.
That's another turnover for Ginebra.
That's good hustle there by Aram.
TNT on the run. Castro pulls up. Three-pointer is good. Bingo! That three-point shot was brought to you by Bingo Plus. Pangalawang tres na TNT here in the second.
Turnover stop. Right on transition, 3-point shot by Jason Castro.
That's now 15 points off turnovers scored by TNT, and their lead has ballooned to 12. Sees that. Bodies on the floor, and that has happened so many times. Another turnover for Ginebra. Castro to Kabuntin. 2 more points off turnovers. And Coach Tim Cohn had seen enough.
8-0 run right now at the start of this quarter.
It was only a 6-point deficit that Ginebra was staring at when we opened the second quarter. A minute and a half in, biglang naging 14 points, Coach.
Well, Brownlee stayed in the game, but they brought Hollis Jefferson back immediately. Tanner started this off with a 3. Jason hit a 3. Now they get a layup, and they're starting to pull away in this first half.
You like the defense that Aram has been showing with those 2 stops or turnovers by Barangay Ginebra. Boy, Aram was right there in the thick of things.
And you love to see a player, you know, it's such a crucial game for them. You don't want to go down 3-1. And you see Aram diving on the floor for the basketball. That's what you need at this time of year. Everybody's got to just give all their effort and show each other how hungry they are to get the basketball.
Well, we all know Boy Aram is never afraid. I mean, I still remember in Gilas when he dove for that loose ball and lost his tooth.
Yeah. Well, I think it goes back, Dom, to his collegiate days. Sino nga bang coach ni Boy nung college?
Oh, that's right. Who recruited him, Coach?
Coach Norman.
and what we've heard is that Coach Norman actually gave him some clothes even when he came, right, Coach?
That was only when he first arrived. I gave him a few pairs of jeans.
Set the turnovers for Barangay Ginebra. Kung pwede lang, hihingi rin ako ng pantalon kay Coach Norman, kaya lang baka masyado mahaba doon. It's a 8-0 run.
Iba ka, sigurado.
Here's C-Stan. Miss for Barangay Ginebra. You see the number, 17 points off turnovers. At ang dami niyan. Here in the second quarter, Castro wanted to go for a big 3.
And TNT they're starting to control the boards.
Ooh. Oh, he wanted to go highlight. Castro being trapped. RHA gets it back. That's deflected. Oftana, step back, difficult 3.
Oh!
Goodness. And that's just his favorite shot. And, you know, TNT, you look at it, they're making this run, but they're doing it defensively first. They're making stops. They've got in control of the pace of the game, and then they're knocking down their threes. We have a timeout brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Yun naman ng TNT, up to 17 points. Dito sa finals, three-point shooting has been a huge factor. In fact, you know, whichever team shot better from downtown in all three of the games we played has gone on to win. At yung Ginebra nga coming from an 18 of 32 franchise high shooting performance in Game 3.
Right now, TNT is 7 out of 13 for 53%, so they've been red hot here in the first half. Ginebra's got to find a way to get Brownlee going. So far, he's been pretty quiet.
And Ginebra finally getting a bucket there. You know, TNT in games 1, 2, and 3, they were only 35% from downtown. And we know they shoot threes in volume.
Yes, they really rely on it as one of their main weapons. And so far in the second quarter, dropped already with 3 3-point shots made. They had 4 in the first.
But here's another one for TNT.
They got a total of 8 in the ballgame.
Out of 14 attempts left. You know, it's come from different guys. That makes it harder for Ginebra.
Which is what happened to Ginebra in game number 3.
Patay kaya ng TNT yung 18 made threes. We'll try to find out. But here's C-Stat. Oh, excellent defense by Jason Castro. And you'll rarely see that Castro had something to say, you know, making C-Stat know that he forced him into a turnover.
Who did that?
Kind of pulled the chair there.
Yeah.
But he may lack in size in that matchup. He makes up for with his IQ. Erap taking it strong. Masyadong malakas nga lang. And Erap was able to get inside and set up Cobotin for another 3.
They're red hot right now from the 3.
8 points for Glenn Cobotin, all coming here in the second quarter.
And this actually feels like, you know, what it was for Ginebra, like you said, Dom, back in Game 3.
Especially in that fourth quarter.
And great defense there by J.P. Aram. Really thwarting that attack by Stan Hardinger.
46 to 25. 21 points lead already para sa TNT. And what's baffling right now is, imagine we've already played about 16 minutes and the Ginebra's only gotten to 25 points.
23 in the first 12 minutes and only 2 points so far in what? Almost 5 minutes.
It's interesting how TNT is really creating openings here. They have a small to big pick and rolls. They're having their small guys. It was Jason Castro in the last play, setting the screen for Hollis Jefferson, forcing Pringle to play defense.
And they're doing this without Roger Pugoy, who, as Denise reported earlier, suffered a fracture on his right hand rather, and the lead just continues to grow.
That time it was a big to big pick and roll, and Hollis Jefferson was still able to score.
Before the start of this game, Hollis Jefferson inaward the best
It goes a little something like this.
Coach Tim is talking to the referee. We had a fast break going already. He made that call. You see that in the NBA a lot, though. They do make late calls. Try to get it right.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, it was a foul, but Coach Tim also has a point.
Sometimes you'd rather not. You'd rather not get that call.
Eh, sasabihin ng referee, Coach, pag hindi naman ako pumito, magagalit ka rin, di ba? But Brownlee says, no problem, Coach. We still get 2 points. 48-27. That breaks a long silence, a long drought for the Barangay great intention, and it just was a misconnection between RHJ and Kelly Williams.
Actually, it was a pretty good pass to Kelly Williams that time. And once again, you see the point of attack is Hollis Jefferson. He's the one with the basketball in his hands.
And when the other guys are scoring, that relieves a little bit of the pressure on him to be able to be too super ball dominant when he has guys like Jason Castro on the floor.
And he has to do that because Mikey Williams is in foul trouble.
Here's Stanley Pringle. Sinusubukang magising ulit katulad ng ginawa niya in Game 3. And he starts with that triple. And immediately, Coach Jojo Lastimosa calling a timeout. Hindi niya napapayagan lumaki pa yung run ng Ginebra before he calls a stoppage. That's Stanley Pringle, a two-time PBA scoring champion. You gotta put some respect on his name. Look at the crowd inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Sabi mo nga, Dom, people have come out on a Sunday, and we have DILG Secretary Mr. Benhur Abalos, part of the thousands of fans have come inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Of course, there's our Commissioner Willie Marshall, Senator Bongo. Mamaya makakausap natin si Mr. Abalos, our DILG Secretary at the Hub, with some updates for us in regards din syempre sa PBA. But right now, it's an 18-point lead for TNT. However, etong Ginebra, dahan-dahan ang nagigising dito. Brownlee for three. Couldn't get it. Mariano with the board. Almost a lost possession. Stan wants it against him. Couple of jab steps. Here's what Alonso from the corner. Three is short. Another offensive rebound for Mariano. Reset ulit itong Ginebra. Thompson against RHJ. They locate Brownlee, who's against a smaller Varilla. And JB gets away with the lefty lay-in.
Yeah, he's starting to get it going now. 9 points, 10 points in this game. We haven't mentioned the fact that we haven't seen Japhet Aguilar so far.
That's true. We saw him in Game 3, get tried out for a bit. May binanggit pa nga si Coach Tim na nagkaroon ng konting confusion in the scorer's table, but Ostana with a fire extinguisher.
Well, we talked about him before the game, Dom, about the fact that he probably could play the whole game. He's played a lot of minutes so far. He's really producing.
9 points already for Calvin Oftana, all coming here in the second quarter, all coming from the three-point area.
Remember, as a rookie, he was able to
That's going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, offensive foul. Brownlee, I think, inadvertently planted his elbow on Varilla.
Right there. Ooh, that's tough.
Oh, he got caught.
No kissing for him later, that's for sure. He really got clocked in the face that time.
Just when Justin Brownlee was, like you said, Coach Norman, getting in there and getting some rhythm already.
Well, if you're Barilla, Justin Brownlee just picked up another foul, so I guess it was working. Good defense.
That's true. Si Mariano naman ngayon yung nakatao kay Ronde Hollis Jefferson.
Never had a small team out there.
And shooting over Brownlee, but not get the roll.
Because of now that Kelly Williams is able to play, that's just a lot of room right now for TNT to be able to rotate Boy Era and Kelly Williams, who are not yet necessarily 100% in game shape.
How about Mariano hitting that three-pointer?
He's always been tough. Every time Barangay Ginebra has a championship run, Aljon Mariano gets minutes, and crucial minutes as well.
That's the worst thing that could happen for Ginebra. They just hit a three, and they come up and give up a three.
Ringo saw some space, and you can count that as a bucket.
The Ginebra offense is starting to pick up.
Here's TNT. You're right, Coach. Yung offense ng Ginebra starting to look better. Pero yung defense na, they still need to get some stops. And they get one there.
And that's big. That's a big rebound because they're actually smaller right now in terms of their lineup on the floor.
Pringle wanted to get them to go for the homer.
Yeah, I was looking at the reaction of Coach Tim. He was not too happy with that shot.
You see a shot like that, and you immediately look at the coach, right? That's the same thing I did with Stanley. Hold up. But Ginebra gets a stop. Here's Brownlee. Iiwan kay Mariano. Extra pass kay Malonzo. Almost a turnover. Scotty on the second try, on the third. No good. Yung libo-libong fans ng Ginebra inside the big dome ng hinayang on those opportunities for Scotty.
Yeah, they're ready to explode on anything.
RHJ looking to attack Aljon.
That's a tough shot because he's shooting it on the way down. He's getting all the way up to his peak, and when you start coming down, that's when he takes the shot.
That's another part of the games of Brownlee and RHJ that's so comparable. In my opinion, they love that 8 to 10 footer. Here's Brownlee. Great ball fake.
And you can see that coming, Dom. Brownlee had a mismatch that time against Jason Castro. Never was very, very patient trying to find him underneath.
And they're always, they're such a cohesive unit that they're able to find those mismatches.
17-point lead now for TNT.
That's actually a sign of a very disciplined team.
Here's RHJ. Almost got it. Montalvo, the kick out. Oftana again. Not this time. And ahead of the pack is Mariano.
That foul's going to go against Montalvo, who pushed him from behind.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 free throws para kay Aljon Mariano.
Like Mariano was a little bit in slow motion that time going to the basket.
He saw 3 guys right away from TNT in front of him.
He was looking at Jason Castro was kind of side-by-side with him.
That's right.
I'm not sure if he realized that there were 2 guys, 2 TNT players behind him.
You can see the push there. So normally when you see a guy the size of Jason in front of you, you try to attack him as hard as you can. Not sure exactly what Montalvo wants there.
I
think, yeah, he was saying it was before the shot attempt. But I think our referees might have reviewed if it was a play for the ball. Nonetheless, it's only a regular foul. So dalawang free throw lang para kay Alshon. He has a chance to bring Ginebra to within 15.
24 seconds left here in the second period. As Mariano airballs the first shot.
We don't see that too often from Aldo Mariano.
Well, one thing we know is that I've never been there, but pressure certainly is on. And Coach Tim Cohn bringing in Montesuman. Scotty Thompson will get
Scotty's first rest in this game.
I believe so.
Pinto checks in.
Two misses, but an offensive rebound for Pinto. Scotty has rested, but I believe Justin Brownlee has not. Oh, Brownlee! No fatigue whatsoever. As TNT will burn their 30-second timeout.
You know, Coach Tim always talks about riding his horses hard. And he's riding Justin Brownlee hard in today's ballgame. Even Scotty Thompson, Justin Brownlee. What you love about him is he knows where he has an advantage, whether he's going to post up, whether he's going to get it one-on-one from the outside if he's got the quickness advantage. It does not panic, and you get so spoiled when you have such an intelligent import like that.
Well, one of the reasons why I respect Brownlee so much, Dom, is because he can play the whole game. And when I say play the whole game, I don't mean just play the game, but he can play it strongly. And that's really a sign of the guys that I grew up with when I was playing here in the Philippines. We used to play the whole game. We never looked at the coach to take us out. And Brownlee's the type of guy on a night like tonight, Tim Cohn can say, hey, can you go?
Yeah.
And he'll just say, yeah. He'll just play him the entire game.
And the key there is play strongly, right? You're playing 48 minutes of solid basketball. You're not taking rests in between.
Honest question, Coach Norman. In a series like this, lalo na pag-finals na, do coaches get the luxury of playing players extra minutes on a Sunday game because you get an extra day of rest? Or does that even matter? Not really? Compared to maybe a Wednesday to a Friday.
I think that's probably not on Tim's mind.
Okay.
He's telling his guys, hey, you can relax when this is over. You know? Right now, we got to get out here and get some work done.
We, of course, have also in the building Mr. Ricky Vargas and Mr. Guido Saballero, president of TV5, their CEO as well. Glad to have them here as part of, I'm not good with estimates, but certainly up in the 10,000s.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure it's more people here than that.
Foul given up by Barangay Ginebra. Meron pa silang foul to give. They actually have two more.
Coach, the 48 minutes is prior to the term load management.
We didn't believe in load management. The management made sure they got their money's worth.
3.3 seconds. And David immediately giving that one up. Assistant coach Olsen Racela reminding his players, may isa pa tayo foul to give.
It goes to show you how important every single possession is.
Seaster checks back into the game. He only has one foul. Montalvo. Oh! Get Montalvo! That's
good.
Count!
Wow! Let's see if that's gonna count.
That looked good when it left his hands. Let's take a look at it.
It looked like it had a lot of time to float and enter the basket. That's good.
Yep, that's good.
And Kim Montalvo, ito yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Dom. First start of the conference for Kim. And what does he do with it? He hits 3 3-pointers in the first half. And he gives TNT an 18-point lead at the end of the first half. Talk about someone coming to life. And pag-usapan din natin yung ating Be the Player of the Half brought to you by Farfly, the trusted lighting partner of the PBA. Coach Norman, we give it to Ronnie Hollis Jefferson.
Yeah, he had a great first half, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 for 12 from the from the field, and he's the one guarding Justin Brownlee the majority of the first half, so he did a great job for his team.
And with RHJ in the lead, and the locals helping out, TNT bumuuna ng 18-point lead here at the half of Game 4.